Well, I expected to get back to test this in an hour or two, and I just didn't do it. But this is basically the next day. This is Sunday, February 20th at 8:52 a.m. Oops. Hopefully you can see that timestamp in there without a glare. But that's hope we'll get a good idea then of how this stores in a day, and I'll have to do that other experiment of how it stores in just a couple of hours, a few hours, some other time. But this will give you a good idea if you're going to bring ionized water to work with you, for instance, and you might be drinking it 6-7 hours later after pouring, or sticking it in the refrigerator and drinking it that many hours later after pouring, will still be good, and which one of these bottles will work better. So why don't we go ahead and get started. These are all from the Athena. And the ORP yesterday was fantastic. It was up around mid-70s, and the pH was up, I'll say, close, well, maybe over 9.5, I believe. So we're going to just let that be. I'll, do a chart. When I blog this, I will put it all on a chart, and you can see the results. I do need to let it settle down, unfortunately. This takes a little bit of time, so whenever you're watching these videos, you have to have a little bit of patience. When I get to this bottle, that little tiny brim is not going to let me put 2 probes in at once, I don't think. So I'm going to keep that cup there just in case I need it. But, let me... This takes the longest. The pH is the hardest one to adjust. Okay. These wires get mixed up. Well, it's still adjusting. So, but it's pretty good. The ORP is fantastic. That's just amazing. Up over 600, negative 600. That's what I was expecting would be lost the most. Now that is with the glass bottle, and that's what I have found was that bottle really works well. That pH is still adjusting, and I may need to do some little tricks there to get that to break loose and get unstuck from the lower pH. I'm going to guess it's really at about a 9 pH. I'm going to try this one next. And whoa. Okay. Now that's the tall plastic bottle. And it didn't have much of a gap at the top, but it did have some. And it clearly lost a lot more ORP. Sorry to say, the pH is about 9.1. The ORP is going down, it's not stable. So this is not the best bottle, even though it costs most. And I would have liked it to be the best because I think it's cute, but no, it's not. It's okay. It's better than a cup with no lid on it, but or a gallon jug with half empty. So 9.4, it didn't lose a lot of pH, but it did lose a lot of the ORP, which that's unfortunate. Let's go back to this one, because this might be unstuck on the pH now. And clear, yeah, we did unstick the pH. I don't know if you can see that, but if was reading in the mid-8s and just going very slowly, but it's really mid-9s. So it didn't lose any pH. And it hardly lost any, any ORP. That's going to go up over -600, which a lot of ionizers won't even get that high freshly poured. So that is fantastic. All right, now let's see. The glass is clearly the winner so far. And then I've got this little bottle. I don't think the two probes are going to fit in there together. Oh, they do, kind of. So I'm going to do it. All right, well, interesting. The the ORP is definitely unstable. It's going down. pH got retained. The ORP is maybe still pretty good though. I mean, it's not awful. This is after a full day. So clearly the glass is the winner. And you know, now that I've gone through these once, I'm just going to go through them again, because once these meters on stick, you want to make sure that every reading was really clearly it. So 10.1 pH. This did, the glass one did not lose the pH, barely lost any ORP, and it was up above 600, which it will go again, I can see. So I'm not going to show that again, but that is awesome. This one did not lose the pH, lost about 300 of the ORP, versus only losing, the glass only lost 100 of the ORP. And that's one more time on that bottle. And this again is, I think the two plastic jars are about equal on the losing of the ORP. Although, I don't know, this blue one looks a little worse. I mean, this darker one. That one I actually predicted to be better than that one. So, which is good. This one is cheaper. They're both BPA free. So, I guess you wouldn't be going too bad by getting this bottle. But if you wanted to, if you really were serious about getting the maximum ORP during the day, just go ahead and get yourself. I bought a dozen jamming jars for like $5 at Walmart, and they'll last forever. And you know, you could just find a little carrying case for them, and you know, open one jar at a time and pour it into a glass, and there you go.